Natel Burden is a joyful and friendly Firbolg druid that hails from the city of Hartsville, where she grew up under the watchful eye of her cousin and ruler of the land, Tavis. She was fresh off an exhilarating but unfortunately heartbreaking adventure in Waterdeep, when Tavis summoned her and her best friend Valtreya to Icewind Dale. Together with old and soon-to-be new friends, she hopes to uncover the secrets surrounding the suspicious deaths and a seemingly never-ending winter plaguing the 10 towns.
Valtreya Margister is a young Aasimar sorceress of noble birth. After the tragedy that befell her companions in the sewers of Waterdeep, she and Natel were summoned to Icewind Dale. So with the voice of her angelic guide Seraphina, reminding her that her journey with Natel was not yet over, and that their paths were still intertwined, she shouldered her bag, packed with her warmest furs, and the carefully wrapped chicken and waffle sandwich from Krizik, turned her back on Waterdeep, and headed north.
Losing your idols is hard. Losing your friends is harder. 16-year-old Anarissa Varskana lost both. Leaving the warmth of Waterdeep and her anonymity behind, she followed two of her surviving friends north to help the people of Icewind Dale. With her roguish talents, burgeoning magic, and occasional calligraphy, Ani will do everything she can to make sure they all come home safely this time.
This is Button of the Frozen Cliff. Button is a large Tabaxian member of the Ragged Nomads Elk tribe. Having been cast out by his chieftain, Button now spends his days in 10 towns, taking odd jobs, and gathering what information he can about a woman named Deidre. A woman he once rescued, but who is likely responsible for the death of his hunting party. Is Deidre truly the monster the tribe believes her to be? And if so, why was Button left alive?
Mirnix is a directionally challenged red dragonborn. What began as a lovely trip to the south to visit family quickly turned into a journey through the cold and desolate world that is Icewind Dale, which isn't quite their cup of tea. Mirnix passes the time offering their services as a barbarian to those in need around 10 towns, often competing for jobs with their rival Button. Their newest job, given by a Firbolg named Tavis, seems to be becoming quite the adventure.
Tira is a brewer from the town of Bremen, westernmost of the locales in 10 towns. A recent series of oniric visitations resulted in Tira being gifted with power by a figure called the Raven Queen, to bring down her judgment on those who would attempt to disrupt the balance between the living and the dead. Accompanied by her 2 ravens, Leif and Sigrun, Tira has taken up as an adventurer, hoping to earn a bit of coin to supplement her dwindling income, which is now imperiled by the onset of the Frostmaiden's eternal night.
They say a lone Firbolg is a dead Firbolg, but Toro of Exile begs to disagree. A rogue with mysterious powers who's been on his own for decades now, he's worked hard to master his criminal skills and harden his heart. But now, with dark and powerful forces at work in Icewind Dale, he's got to swallow back his pride and work with the team Tavis has put together. Strictly for the greater good, of course.
Hello, everybody! Happy New Year! Welcome to Table Hops and our D&D Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign. It has been a few weeks since I've played D&D or streamed, so hopefully I remember how to do either. I'm going to read a recap with maybe a couple of retcon things in here to sort of get everyone up to speed and sort of remember what's going on in this convoluted winter mess. So, here we go. At the request of her cousin Tavis, Natel and Ennui traveled north to Icewind Dale with Valtreya. They met with the ranger, as well as new companions Button, Tira, Mirnix, and Toro, and were informed that the terrors plaguing Hartsvale are a direct result of Auriel's endless winter, a curse of endless night that has lasted over 2 years in Icewind Dale. Tavis's only lead was a suspicious caravan guard named Cephik Caltro. Over the course of a few adventures, the heroes located and confronted Caltro, who turned out to be an undead creature with powers over ice. He was killing people in 10 towns, leaving bloodless, frozen corpses. It was later discovered that his victims were those who attempted to escape the lottery, which is a dreadful monthly humanoid sacrifice to Auriel. Caltro escaped the heroes by transforming into mist. During their travels through Icewind Dale, the heroes learned of Duergar dwarves who were seeking a rare crystalline material known as Chardalin. This material is stronger and easier to work than steel, but has been known to drive the Ragged Nomads insane. Following Caltro and the Duergar, the heroes soon learned that their enemies were heading in the same direction. This trail led them to Easthaven, where they witnessed a sacrifice to Auriel being burned at the stake. The victim was an evil human wizard named Dazan that hired adventurers to perform a task and then killed them. Magically communicating with the corpse, the heroes learned that the Arcane Brotherhood, which is a cabal of evil, powerful wizards, sent 4 members to Icewind Dale in search of the artifacts of an ancient fallen empire known as Netheril. So this is a little bit of a retcon here, because I said there were 5. I got confused because one of them copied themselves. So there are 4. But you already knew that. While in Easthaven, the heroes were attacked by both Sefik Caltro and a Duergar named Dirth Sunblight. Caltro escaped, but Dirth was killed. Correspondence between him and his brother Nildar confirmed the location of a Duergar fortress where the dwarves were building a construct out of Chardalin to let loose on Icewind Dale. The Council of Speakers tasked the heroes with infiltrating the fortress and saving 10 towns from this construct. The heroes arrived at Sunblight Fortress right when a huge mechanical dragon was released from on top of it. The dragon immediately began flying towards 10 towns. Hoping to find a way to stop the dragon, the heroes are currently searching the inside of the Duergar Fortress. Whew. So that's a lot. Now that you're all caught up, is there anything I might have left out? I left out like some of the side quests and stuff, but I think this is pretty much it. Everyone kind of cool with what's going on? Mm-hmm. I had to do a little bit of recapping for me because I'm like, what are we doing? So currently, I'm going to switch over to the display so you guys can see. We're starting our adventure right where we left off with the end of a battle between a couple of Duergar scouts. So at this point, you guys are located on the upper level of the Duergar fortress, next to an elevator and a large set of gears that are connected to this large doorway in the center that is currently open. What would you like to do? Well, unsubscribe? Is that
Wait, so the display over here on the right, can we see that? Or
yes, this is the doors that are open. That's where the giant dragon came out of.
Oh, okay.
Are they in the floor or are they in the wall?
They're in the wall. It's a little bit wonky. They kind of open outwards, yeah.
We aren't going to make the bad man fly. I got you.
Yeah, you can't. This is Sparta, the dude out of there.
Okay.
All right, what would you guys like to do? There's not too much to this upper level besides the doors, but there are some closed doors to the west, as well as some double doors to the north, and another hallway that leads around again to the north. And I will get my tool to work to show you. There you go. So up to you guys to decide what you'd like to where you'd like to go at this point.
I think Toro would want to move into the hallway here and get to like the corner here and do some kind of just like a perception check to listen and see if there's like any reinforcements coming after the fight.
Okay, good call. Thanks Margwin, and thanks La Prima Nerda for the inspiration.
Hey.
So you guys are starting tonight with 2, and I'm starting with a whopping 0.
Oh no, that's
I don't see the problem with
Normally I don't let players add inspiration, but we'll say this is a New Year's miracle.
They're not playing.
What?
They're not playing.
They're playing.
If we're not playing.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair.
I thought that was the rule. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. You obviously cannot do it while you're playing. That would be super cheap.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see if you hear anything coming from further down the corridor.
Let's see, 25 on perception.
So let's see if you hear anything. Come on.
Oh, I'm hearing someone real loud. That's me again?
I fixed it.
Okay. All right. So your perception check was a 25. Very nice.
Starting the new year off right.
So you hear the grinding of gears, like large machinery, coming from down the hallway, but you don't hear any voices. It sounds similar to the room that you're currently in.
Okay.
Same sort of. You imagine there's another set of gears on that side.
Yeah.
Are these gears moving?
Yes. Actually, no. The door's already open. They are not. The wheel next to you is, because the elevators are in constant motion. But these large wheels are not. It looks like the door is just maintaining its open position.
But I can hear the sound of gears coming from down the hallway.
Correct.
Okay. Toto's gonna like move and look down the hallway.
All right. It looks like the hallway. Doesn't hides from you.
Oh no.
Looks like it goes
The
around
darkness
a corridor.
encroaches. Oh, okay.
I'm sure there's like 3 pits and then a double door where there's a giant crossbow.
Yeah.
So, Chris, quick question.
Yes.
These double doors, are they on the wall that's like next to Honorissa over here? Like, where exactly?
No. Again, it's a little wonky. Basically, this chamber on the other side of these double doors was just the holding pen for the dragon. They are of no interest to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically the box and the Jack in the Box popped out, and now they're maintained open, but they don't lead anywhere.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. We'll say Toto would come back down this way and just say, I'm going to go check down this hallway. I don't hear anything, but I just want to be sure. And then keep going.
Okay.
Keep going like down the hallway. He's basically going to go around and make sure that the room over here is clear.
All right. So you look down into the room, and you see another elevator that is in constant motion, moving up and down. And then there is a Xardorak in the corner of that room. But when he sees you approach, he puts his fingers to his lips and doesn't speak.
What's the pitch?
Kill him.
Hang on. Well, no, because there was
like sprinkles or something.
Sprinkles?
That's what I'm trying to remember. Because there was the Xardorak that Tira ran into earlier, who didn't give us away.
Dirth?
It wasn't Dirth. Dirth was the son who was killed.
No, I think it did begin with a D, though. I'm trying to find his name in the in like 20 pages. of notes I have.
Dinglehopper.
Dinglehopper?
Yeah.
That was it.
Dinglehopper the Duragar.
It was Drek.
Drek. Yep, that was
Direct.
But I
Okay.
believe
That's
only
close.
Tira
All right,
saw
Sarah,
Drek.
calm down.
Did Tira tell us about the Dwergar that she saw?
I don't
would have
know.
mentioned it because I remember mentioning, because you all were in the room when I found that his name was on the rotation and was added in very recently in like a fresh ink. And I had called out his name at one point and whispered it, trying to find him in the room after he went invisible.
And he didn't
Okay.
answer.
You would have heard me say it.
Yeah.
So question, that moment where you shifted and turned into a Dwergar, Tira, did you take the form of Drek since you saw him at that point? Would that is that I'm just trying to see if Tora would identify him.
No, I think I probably took the form of the Dwergar that we had just killed in front of those doors. The one that I believe Button hid.
Makes sense. So to you, Toro, this just looks like another Dwergar. You do remember Tira mentioning something about one of them who was seemed to be aiding you, but you don't know if this is the same one or not.
Right. Toto will stay there, but like look at him and mouth like, Drek?
He shakes his head.
Just go through every name you can think of.
that's well,
Dinglehopper?
I think, well, because I can't remember if Toto looked at the list of names like that was on the roster.
He looks towards you and says, "You must seek Grandolpha. She will help you. But do not let any of them know we are amongst them." And with that, he shifts and becomes invisible.
Oh,
Thank you,
Grandolph.
Grandolph. I know.
It's a G name. You're moving up.
Yeah, right. We're moving through the alphabet.
Xardorak is the dude. All right, what would you guys like to do at this point? He vanishes from sight.
Yeah.
You can't
but
tell whether
there's
he's
nothing
moving
else.
through the... Oops, what'd I do? There's nothing else in this room besides the elevator. And you can't be sure whether he's got on it or not because it's in constant motion.
Right. Okay. But there's like, I don't see any other doors or anything in this room.
It looks like a mirror image to the room you're in, except for those doors.
Okay. In that case, Toro will like follow the wall back, just in case he runs into Regar. And as soon as he gets back into this room, he will get everyone's attention and say, I don't think Drek was working alone. There was another Dwergar in that room who sort of made a shush motion. He said we need to find Grandolpha, but we can't let them know that there are turncoats among them.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. Is there anything behind these doors?
Are you opening them, trying to listen in? Or...
No, I'm asking.
There are things, perhaps. There may be things. Maybe places.
I was asking the people behind who I'm playing with, not you.
I don't know if anybody would have searched through those doors while Toro was gone.
No, I mean I can. Yeah, can I? Yeah, I would like to listen to the doors.
So go ahead and make a perception check.
Just hear the name Jim Morrison being mentioned.
And then after you listen, we'll break on through.
The walls may have ears,
Here we
but
go.
the doors don't have mouths.
2021. Let's go.
We got to bring up the puns.
Oh!
Oh no!
Yeah, you couldn't do it. You, you just didn't hear shit. Yeah, you place your ear up against the stone, but you hear nothing on the other side.
I see Button do it, and can I try to do it?
Sure.
There's nothing back there. I can't do anything.
Just kind of boop his head out of the way. And while I am a saber-tooth tiger, I get advantage on wisdom and perception checks.
Ooh.
You're not just because you're a bigger cat than me doesn't mean you know.
It's okay, you can be jealous.
That's fine. It's not all about size. So.
I'm just
How
gonna
you
roll
use it?
straight.
It's right.
20.
20. So, pressing your ear against, you hear like the sound of a couple dwarves listening to each other. Do you speak Dwarven?
I do.
Okay, then you hear them say to each other, "I don't hear the fighting outside. It's very quiet." And you hear another one whisper, "Release the hammer."
Oh shit.
And with that, the doors to the side of you swing open mechanically. And inside are two Durgar dwarves, but they look very different than the ones that you just defeated. If I can click on them. These poor souls are inside of these bipedal constructs. It looks like they're become one with it. One of their arms is a large hammer, and the other is a metal pincer claws. It looks like they're in constant pain as it's draining energy from them, and they're moving in to attack. So with that, guys, welcome to 2021. Let's roll initiative.
Hey.
All right, here is the tracker. Oh, we still have people in it from last game. I hope you hold on 1 second. Let me delete everybody and add you back in. Or no, you guys can add yourself in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Oh.
Holy crap.
What?
Oh my god, I got a negative.
I think that means you never go.
No, he just goes at the
Wait.
end, but he like shorted out, I guess.
How do you have a negative?
Because I have a very low dexterity. I have a -2 dexterity.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I'm just saying he's like stuck in the door.
Yeah.
This RoboCop Drogar.
Technical difficulties.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me know when you're all in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're all in. Yeah. And your summons will activate after your turn in initiative. How long does Tony the Tiger last there? or Murder Mittens, I should say.
6
Natel?
4 hours.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
If it's that long, yeah. All right, cool. Descending. So, Valtreya, you see these doors open first. You get to go.
Holy crap! I guess it's because I was so rested from just chilling in the elevator. I guess from this spot I can really only see this dude.
Let's see where you're located. Yeah, this guy's a little bit off to the side. So yeah, you do have full view of this guy.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna stay over here and shoot this dude with chaos bolts.
Awesome. Let's do it.
And we're gonna do that at second level just for the hell of it.
Sure.
That's not gonna hit it.
13 is not going to hit. It bounces off of the metal around him. Ching! It looks like it's made out of charnelin in some pieces.
Cool. Glad I'm burned that spell.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm just gonna step back.
Cool. If you are finished, it goes on to Toro next.
Okay. Yeah, I think Toro is going to get to here. And then shoot at this one with the short bow.
You'd have to be kind of standing like over here because he's against this wall over on this side, so it has to go through the door.
That's right. Oh, okay, all right. I see how. For some, in my head, this was like a big double door.
A Dumbledore? Dumbledore!
It's his castle.
Door.
Dumbledore's castle.
All right, so there and oh,
Chink. Nope. No, unable to get past his defenses.
All right, and he's gonna keep moving and end up there.
All right, Tira is next.
All right, trying to get within line of sight of. Okay, let's try to get within line of sight of this one. I'm gonna go ahead and move down here.
Okay.
And we're going to go ahead and attempt to, we're going to cast Hex on this one.
All right.
And attempt to hit it with Eldritch Blast.
Sounds good to me.
All right, 18.
That will hit.
To hit. All right, Eldritch Blast does 9. Hex does an additional 3, so that is 13 to it.
And that is necrotic. Yeah, he takes the full amount, so that's going to be 13 damage.
Okay, second shot from Eldritch Blast, the 23 to hit for 8 plus 4, so 12 damage on second shot.
All right, so as this construct is trying to loose himself from the door, you shoot these spells at him, and they just shoot right into his the core part of him that isn't covered in the metal. Anything else from Tira?
No. I think that will be it actually.
All right.
I'm gonna have Leif actually go invisible.
Okay, sounds good. Leif is nowhere to be seen. Natel, you're up next, unless Leif has something else.
No, it's just gonna have Leif go invisible for the moment and go do something next round.
Gotcha. Oh, and Natel is Murder Mitten. See, I forgot how Dungeons and Dragons works. Yes, you are that. You are the tiger, right? Or did you summon it?
Yeah.
You are the tiger.
I am the tiger.
Okay, got it.
All right, so they're in these tiny ass rooms, right? Like all the way in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Just swipe a paw in there.
They haven't had a chance to get out of it yet.
Okay. I'm actually gonna scoot back.
If your tiger has a reach of 10 feet, I'll let you hit one of the Dragars by reaching a claw in, but I don't know if your reach is only 5. Some large beasts have a 10, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's only 5.
Okay, yeah, then you would just be clawing at a cage, basically.
I cannot control Murder Mittens, so I want to move him back, and I'm just going to hold my action until one of them comes out. I have to pick a specific one?
Yes, you do have to choose a specific one. The one to the north is the one that's trapped in the door that is going after this one. After the one to the south. The south one's going to go first.
Okay. I'm going to go for the one with the full health.
Okay.
And once he gets out of the room, I'm going to pounce on him.
Okay, pounce is a full action, right? It's like gives you movement and the attack? Because you can't...
Yeah, because you have to move at least 20 feet. That's why I want to move him back.
Okay.
But I cannot control it from here.
You really can't do that as a readied action because you can't have movement as part of your action.
because you have to move.
Unless
Gotcha.
the movement is part of the action.
That's too complicated.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, I'm just gonna move back, and that's it.
All right, that works. Button.
Can you give me control of him?
Oh, sorry.
Thanks.
There you go.
So I inform me how this works. Are these doors open that I can get in them?
The doors are open. Both of them mechanically zipped open.
Okay. Then I will run into this one right here, and I'll just cleave into this motherfucker.
Let's do it.
Boom. 19 for 10 slashing.
All right, you take your sword and you jab it directly underneath his beard into his chest, completely killing the creature inside the construct. The construct is no longer activated. You realize you can target the dwarf inside the construct now that you understand how it works. And if you decide to attack the dwarf itself, you attack with disadvantage, but it will do extra damage. Everyone cool?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you just let me know if you're targeting specifically the dwarf inside it.
Sure.
Awesome. Anything else?
I'll pop my head out and go, that was easy. Get that one.
Mirnix, you're up.
Well, unlike some people, I don't have really awesome movement speed, so I can't go get him.
In fairness, I moved 10 feet, so.
You're on 37.
Oh, you were over there already. Never mind. Okay. If I move like here, do I have line of sight to throw my hand axe at him?
Sure do.
Cool. I just want to make sure it wasn't gonna be like under cover or anything.
All right. 24 will hit for 9 slashing damage.
May have to squeeze it.
Cool beans.
Boom. So now your axe is sticking like out of the metal plating around him.
Okay.
Very
and that's
exciting.
all I have.
All right. The hammerer goes next. He mindlessly moves out and will attack the closest target, which in this case is Button. He uses both arms, one with his claw and one with his hammer. All right, so here comes the claw.
Yes.
9.
Aw.
Great first roll of 2021. Here's the hammer. Take the hammer for 6. Boom. Alrighty. With that, we move on to Valtreya. We're at the top of the round.
Dune is still alive?
Dude is still
okay.
alive.
I'm going to step up to here, and we're going to give Chaos Bolt another try.
Okay.
Alright.
14, unfortunately, will miss. Is that catapult?
No, that should have been Chaos Bolt. I'm sorry.
Try again. Let's pretend that didn't happen.
It's kind of Chaos Bolt. It rhymes with it. Catapult.
Sure, yeah.
Chaos Bolt.
There you go.
Exactly
12 damage. What type of damage is this?
Let's see. What did it roll?
You got a 1 and an 8.
A 1 and an 8. I apologize.
He is immune to one type of damage.
1 and 8.
I bet he's not immune to thunder damage.
That's what I was gonna go with.
Thunder?
Yep.
All right. It zaps into him and zzz, like he's like streaking in pain inside it. It doesn't do
That's
any
lightning.
extra damage, but it is like shooting through his entire suit. Good job.
No, that's lightning damage. Would do
That would be lightning
Thunder
damage.
damage.
Oh.
Sonic.
Yeah,
All right, never mind. Everything I said is a lie.
that's right.
So when he realizes that's not happening, he's like, "Oh, that wasn't so bad." Okay,
This is why you can't take a break from D&D.
I know, man. Thunder and lightning. It's very frightening. Are you done, Valtreya?
So just that 12, and I'll step back out of the bird's way again. Actually, I don't have that much movement. There we go. I'll move.
Okay, that works. And then Toro's up next.
Cool. Toro's gonna shoot him again. This time with sneak attack, because Button is there.
That works. Oh,
No!
crit fail. Jing, it hits the door next to him, causing no damage. Any movement?
Toro is gonna bonus action hide behind Valtreya in shame.
He's like 8 feet tall.
He's like huddling down. That's great.
Don't see me back here.
He just like slides
I'm
down the
not-
wall and pulls his knees up. He's like, I'm sorry.
It's
guys."
like
Just
that.
imagine you like picking Beltrea up and just holding her in front of you. Nope.
It's like that scene in Robin Hood Men in Tights. He's like, I missed. I'm not supposed to miss.
My next character is Rogue with imposter syndrome.
Oh,
Thank you very much, Seb.
that's
Good
great.
character idea.
Tira.
You're welcome.
All right. Bonus action to move Hex to the hammerer that just emerged,
All right,
and we're going to attempt to shoot him right in the back with Eldritch Blast.
let's do it. 24 will hit
24.
for 9
Nice.
damage.
9, so 11 damage on that hit.
Oh, he's still barely hanging on.
Well, we got one more shot from Eldritch
Okay.
Blast too, and that is a
Yeah.
14.
14 on misses, unfortunately.
Misses. All right, and that is Leif coming at him. Still invisible.
Yeah, he'll have advantage because he's blinded to him.
Fantastic. That's what we're hoping for here. Okay, so toggle advantage and is fight
Holy shit.
21 for 7 damage plus 12 poison unless he makes the Constitution saving throw. which
So
as a dwarf
it
he
looks
probably
like
does.
the dwarf is immune to the poison damage that comes out of the
stuff,
bird,
okay.
but he's not immune to his beak that plops his eyeball out of his socket and causes the Juragar to just the construct is now immobile. All right, with that,
Leif just juggles his throat back and just kind of swallows the thing whole. Looks
both of the
very pleased with
hammerers
himself.
have been destroyed. Nicely done.
Can I kick that door open?
You absolutely can. You're talking about the double doors to the north?
The double doors to the north were. Well, I guess I didn't hear that. Never mind. I don't do that
Okay.
because I didn't hear them talking shit.
But it is Natel's turn next.
Well, there's no turn anymore because we're out of combat.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it can be.
Okay. I am gonna go up there. I guess I'll just like grunt at Mirnix and Button and kind of toss my head that way, and I'll go in the door.
I totally
Alright.
just headbutt Mirnix.
The door.
Yeah.
Let me get to that page. Sorry.
Appreciate that, Seb.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All the
I mean,
door
you're right there.
guards.
The door. God damn.
Door guards. I understand why they're called that now.
That's not why they're
Makes so much sense.
It's definitely because of my shitty pun, Chris.
Oh no! All right, this is. Where's the room number? 14. Sorry. All right.
This is a hotel. Did we think? Did they tell us it was a fortress? It's actually a hotel.
This messy workshop is heated and illuminated by braziers of glowing hot coals in the corner. The room is furnished with stone tables and cabinets. In the middle of the room, surrounded by bits of twisted metal, is a half-finished exoskeleton construct like the ones you just encountered in the room before. Two of the Juragar turn from the tables looking towards the tiger that just opened the door, and they're like, oh shit. We give up. Don't kill us. What would you like to do?
I'd like to. Yeah, I'm gonna grab one of them.
Okay, sure. Rush on. Oh, sorry, you can't see them.
Yeah, they're invisible, so I assume I just sort of fumble around. I'm gonna get you.
There you go. Sorry about that.
All right. Yeah, I'll grab the one to the this one, the one to that side. What's that side? The left.
All right. So you dash into the door and you grab him around the scruff and pull him towards you. He looks at you with like just a look of fear on his face.
Tell me how to stop the dragon.
Hey, you can't. It's been released. Once it's out, once it's out, you can't. I don't know why I went Arnold Schwarzenegger immediately. Once it's been activated,
Your voice. You need go on, find yourself, and tell me.
once it's
You were
What's your
trying to do a
motivation
Scottish
for this
accent at first.
well, no, me and Scottish accents do not work. Me and most accents do not work. But anyway, regardless, as he says, once the dragon's been released, you can't change it. It's set to kill.
Garbage. Tell me how to stop it now.
You'd have to hit it with something really big. I swear,
Where is something
honest.
very big. I look at his friend and I'm like, is he telling the truth?
Says you can't. Once we've released it, there's no coming back. It'll do its circle and come back here.
So I've no need to keep you alive then.
Well, maybe we could figure out a way.
Okay, let's get to talking.
Well, it follows a very specific plan. I can tell you where it'll head, but I can't tell you how to defeat it. The whole point is not to be able to defeat it.
Right, but like everybody always builds in like a failsafe.
Why would you build a failsafe on your evil plan? You want it to complete it.
What if it turns on you?
Well, we made it. Of course it won't turn on us. It doesn't have its own will to do anything.
Have you ever done this before?
No, we haven't made a giant dragon robot before.
So, I don't know. Guys, you have any questions for him? Because I'm going to take him over to the giant gear. I'm going to put his head between the two of them.
I'm gonna pop out so I can talk.
Okay. Do you have your
and I'm
token?
Gonna ask them.
I'll just move this guy away.
Yeah. And I'm gonna ask who's controlling it. If it's a construct, how is it being controlled?
That's the thing. That's both the most frightening thing and the most ingenious thing about it. Xardorak created this and programmed in its flight plan to destroy the 10 towns. Once it's been activated, it will activate through this entire set of instructions and then return here. It is not controlled from here at all.
Why kill 10 towns? Why destroy the 10 towns?
Xardorak wants to have our own empire above a surface group of Duergar who take over Icewind Dale.
Are there any windows or anything?
There are no windows in this room.
Okay.
There are hammers and pieces of metal and an empty construct like the ones you saw, but there's no one in it.
No, I mean, like, I just wanted to show him. I don't know if you've looked outside. There is vast amounts of unused land.
But
you want to destroy the only place where people live up here.
Well,
so that you can live up here? That makes no fucking sense.
I just do what I'm told. Please, don't kill me. Xardorak wants to enslave the 10 towns. Use them for cheap labor.
But he's sending a dragon to kill them?
He's sending the dragon to destroy the town, and the survivors will have no choice but to bend to our will.
I see.
Wow.
I think at this point, Toro will come into the room and just be like, "Yes, you're very evil. We understand."
We're not so bad. Honestly, it's really Xardorak. You should let us live.
But you're working for him willingly, which makes you complicit in his actions.
Yes.
Where can we find Grandolpha?
Why do you want to find her?
That's none of your concern. Where is she?
Well, she should still be at the feast downstairs. Xardorak put out a lavish platter for her. I think he's trying to court the lady.
And Xardorak is here in this keep?
Of course. He's the master of this keep.
How the fuck was I supposed to know that?
Because it's called Xardorak's... No, I'm just kidding.
There's not a name outside. There's not like a mailbox.
You didn't see the giant neon signs? Xardorak's here.
Just evil air.
Did Xardorak discover this place on his own, or did someone bring him here?
You mean the fortress? We constructed this ourselves.
No, how did Xardorak find the 10 towns in the first place?
Well, he says
Where did you guys come from?
All right, well, he used to be a devoted worshipper of Deep Duergar, the Duergar goddess, but he kept hearing visions from some other deity, someone named Oriel, who told him that she would make the land habitable for us outside of the Underdark. Apparently it's something to do with it. We don't know. I'm not really the religious type, but he pays well, and, I mean, looting has been good.
Okay. Well, guys, do we have anything else we need to get from him?
What floor is this feast happening on?
Oh, it should be in the dining hall that's on the main level.
Is there an express elevator?
Well, there are 2 elevators, one to the west and one to the east.
Well, yeah, but I was like, express one.
I mean, if you want to jump out them double doors, that's probably the express elevator you're looking for.
Look, frankly, if I may, I think we should probably be on our way. Maybe put each one of them in one of those rooms and just close the door behind them. They can sort themselves out from there.
Oh, we're not going to kill them?
Oh, they'll run out of air eventually, I think.
Okay.
And we can always come ask them more questions later.
Yeah,
All right.
so
Gives them some time to think.
yeah.
So they
Do we
put their
need both
hands
of them
up
for that?
and they begin walking towards the double doors where you mentioned. They're not putting up any fight.
To Button, Toto is like, we can use them to fact check against each other.
Okay. I was gonna crush their heads in the gears, which seemed like really cool, but I won't do that. That's fine.
That's good.
Who knows what
We
the
didn't
night
want that to
holds.
happen.
We can come back after we finish.
Okay, well,
So
That sounds like a good
one
plan.
of the
You want to
two.
put the head there, or do you want to crank it? Like, you got to pick one job.
I want to put the head in there, and then I want to kick it really hard.
So
and then it just goes.
one of the Drogar, the one to the south, points towards you, Button, and says, "See that lever over there? You just pull that, and the doors will close." And the other one says, "Bruvo, what are you doing?" He's like, "It's better than being thrown into those gears."
Alright.
Smart dwarf.
So what do you?
Right,
what would you like to do?
Boro, if you want.
Before we leave, does anybody need healing?
I'm a little bit down.
I'm a tiny bit down.
Yeah,
Only a
I'm
tiny bit down.
8 points
I'm
down.
almost 20 HP down.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm a little bit down.
What
Let
was that, Tira?
me get you.
Who me?
Your wins,
But
huh?
I'm 20 points down?
Yes, you're 53 out of 71.
Yes, but I'm also very meaty. Like,
Let's keep you
I'm-
meaty instead of you losing another
Okay.
20 HP in the middle of a battle.
sounds good. Sounds good. I'll take
Okay,
it.
thank you.
I thought we
I'll
discussed that
take
you
it.
weren't meaty, you were just fluffy, and then when you got wet.
Yeah,
It's all fur.
It's true. It is all fur. But you're ruining my facade when you say it. So
Okay, you heal for 20 points.
Ooh,
So you're full health.
I see 12. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, it's 8 and
12.
then higher cast.
So just for your information, I'm estimating that the entire time spent on this level, including the battles and discussing with the Jorgar, has been about 15 to 20 minutes. Does that sound adequate?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I'll pull the lever on that door and keep him in there.
Odo, that's 5 for you.
Oh, thank you. Tira, were you saying something earlier?
Oh, I was going to say, when you pull that lever down, is there any way you can disable that lever so that nobody else can come behind us and
I
pull
can
it as well?
pull it really hard.
You
See
could
what
probably
happens.
break it or bend it.
Well,
Yeah.
we don't want to break it. We want to be able to open it again if we
Do
need to ask them
we?
more questions.
Do you
Just
want to
in
do the
case we need
door?
to ask them more questions.
All right, too late. Button, roll your strength check.
I want to have the discussion while I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
roll your strength check.
That's exactly how it happened.
You turn and it breaks.
No, 9. I'm struggling.
All right, so you slam it down. It does shut, and the doors do close shut. But as you're trying to bend or break it, it's dwarven craftsmanship. It's a little too hard to disable entirely.
Can I walk up to it and just, like, if I roll Thieves' Tools, would I be able to make
Yeah,
it
you could probably find a way to.
harder to...
Yeah, let's see
to
what you roll,
disable?
and we'll see how hard it is.
Okay.
Guidance.
And
oh,
then-
thank you.
and then add a
Hold
D4.
on, I need to... Okay. Thieves' Tools. Sure, I'll just go ahead and use Strength for my Thieves' Tools roll. I don't think so. Roll 20.
Say, not every rogue has to prove their mettle in battle. So, it's fine.
All right, so a total of a 19. You mess with some of the gears and place some of your thieves' tools in to disrupt their the way the teeth fit together. So I'll say anyone who's fucking with it has a DC 19 to get it to work.
Sweet. Okay.
I'll also put a little sign up that says, do not pull.
Under construction, inoperable,
Toto
of order.
grabs the bridge of his nose and he's like, "Thank you, Button. That was very helpful."
I mean, look, you did a good thing, but this will deter them in the first place. But if they try, it's gonna be like, oh, it's broken. That's why they said don't pull it.
Have you read signs? That's exactly what people want to do, is the opposite of the sign.
Well, right, but they'll read the sign, and then they'll pull it, and it'll be broken, and then they'll go, oh, that's why they said that, not to pull the sign.
And not because there's something hidden in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, now that you've ingeniously prevented the door from being open, what would you like to do?
I think we should head to the dining hall.
Yeah, probably a good idea, I think.
Okay.
Which, we know this elevator doesn't go to the dining hall, right?
Well, you haven't explored all of the downstairs, but from where you came
We
from.
should have asked for directions.
Is there a button that says M for main floor?
No, it's constantly moving.
For an express
Constantly
elevator.
moving.
See?
You can see where you've explored if you scroll down in your map. Because it's all the same giant map.
I have to zoom so far
Yeah,
out.
I'm zoomed out to 38%.
Oh, so
Yeah.
were we on the main floor
You
earlier?
originally were on the main floor, yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Do we want to ask for directions?
Oh,
They
yeah,
said
we
it
can
was
still talk to
downstairs
them.
on the main floor.
Yeah.
Well, do we know how big the main floor is?
Like, do we go north? Do we go south on the main floor? Like, I'm
Yeah.
looking at it. Like, there's a lot of directions
mean-
to go.
Okay,
We have two
You're right.
dwarves in there that are familiar with this keep. Might save us a little bit of time.
Sure, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Toto looks like frustrated that he didn't think to ask that, and he's like, "Yes, fine, ask them."
Okay. I'll go up and knock on the door and be like, "Hello. Yes, we actually have another question. Can you please tell us how to get to the dining hall?"
I can't hear you through the stone door.
Obviously, you can. Okay.
We
I'll
can hear
open the
you
door.
fine. I don't.
Yeah.
We're hard.
I'll crack it open.
You can't crack it open. You'd have to have a
Stone
DC
door.
19 to. You have to have a DC 19 to fix the mechanical door.
Hang on.
Oh, so there's a sign that says "Don't pull the door."
Yeah, you
Yes,
broke the
roll
lever that
doors.
controls these mechanical doors. These are where the hammer guys came out of.
Toto rolled thieves' tools to try and make it harder to open.
So, yes, you-
anybody trying to rescue them.
And I put this sign up. You see this sign.
We had a whole discussion about it, Angela.
So we
You
can
were
do
talking about the elevator lever?
No.
Oh.
Right.
No.
Great.
Do I automatically get to? Do I have to roll?
You'd have to
undo
roll
my
against your own handiwork, yes. You did it in a way that it shouldn't be easy to open.
I hate it here. Fuck.
Going back to water deep.
Whoever set this up is a genius when it comes to laying.
Can I just keep rolling? Do I have to
If you
advance
fail
it?
again, you
I'm
make it
rolling again.
inoperable permanently.
All right.
Ooh. I'm so good. I'm too good.
I will lay my hand on you and be like, Toro, don't fuck this up, and give you guidance.
So even with a 4, it fails.
You did it.
The whole, as you're messing with it, you're like, I almost got it. And you pull up and the lever comes off in your hand, but the doors do not open.
I loosened it.
The sign falls to the floor.
Okay, guys, we'll see you later.
Well, that's
Everything okay out there?
was
We're
gonna
getting
say-
out soon, right?
everything is fine. You'll
Everything's
get out soon.
fine.
I was gonna say we still have inspiration, but Chris has already resolved it. So
Mhm,
No.
It's Dunzos.
I walk towards the elevator, and I just get on.
The one closest to you?
I'll go with you.
All right, so
Yeah, I
this
just
elevator
follow.
leads directly south to down here. If you get zoomed out enough to see my ping, so you're gonna have to drag your little friends down there.
Yeah.
It's like 2 per, right?
I think it was
Yeah,
4.
but I'm just having you
4
all
per
go
ride.
down.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You've already explored that room, and no one's come in there.
So...
No, wait. Isn't it this room down here?
It's down here.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the.
I saw all of
The
you guys
elevator.
going up there. I was like,
Oh no, I had to put him and then like
Yeah,
drag my screen
yeah,
down and then
same
pick
thing.
him up
Same
again.
thing.
oh, okay, gotcha.
We're all not as great as you said, okay?
All right.
It takes us a minute to catch up.
So you're in the room that you originally encountered Drek.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so well, we know where some of this goes, I guess. So we have to go to the right, and then we'd probably have to quietly check the doors, I'm thinking, and see if we can hear the sounds of like people eating or something, or like feasting going on.
Yeah, hold on. Let's maybe talk about what we're going to do before we get there, because I don't really walk
Shift pinging.
into a hall full of Xardorak.
While you guys are thinking,
Well-
I wanted to show you the Hammer official art because these guys look really sweet. Look at these.
Holy shit.
Oh wow.
Aren't they so cool? I'm a
That's
big
pretty cool
fan.
looking.
Oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, big fan.
So
of
are
those
they
guys.
like undead inside the bodies?
No, they're still alive.
Okay.
Ugh,
Mm,
just very purple.
Mm-hmm.
very unsettling. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. So, didn't we originally have a plan where she magically changed into a Duergar and
Yes, that's what I was going to suggest, is
And then
sending her in there as long as she's comfortable with that.
Yeah, that's fine. I still look like the Duergar. I haven't changed out of this form yet, so I'm still walking around just looking like Duergar with like ravens on the shoulders.
That's so
Damn,
cool.
we haven't. Do we have any idea what Gandalf? No, not Gandalf.
Grandolpha?
Gandolfa.
Looks like?
Mm-mm. You just know
Well,
it's
they
it's
said-
a woman of some sort.
Well, they
Okay.
said that she was a woman and that Xardorak was hosting the feast for her, so I assume she'll
Yeah,
be fairly
probably
obvious
in
to
a-
spot.
Probably in a
Okay.
seat of honor.
Something like that. She'll likely be at the head of a hall, perhaps.
Yes.
If he's trying to, I don't know, court her, whatever they said, she'll likely be dressed nicely.
Might even be near him. He might actually be in the room with her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I mean, we haven't really met any female Duergar yet, so.
It's true. Hang on. 'Cause I think can't Furbolgs cast Disguise Self?
I think so, but I think you have limitations.
Yes.
I think it'd be really hard for an 8-foot tall Furbolg to pass as a Duergar.
But
if-
he's
if-
already purple.
I don't think that's the difference. I think it's.
Yes, you can cast Disguise Self. You can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. When you use this version of Disguise Self, you can seem up to 3 feet shorter than normal.
So you're still a
Allowing
tall
you to-
dwarf.
Yeah, I would be a very tall
5 foot tall
dwarf.
dwarf would probably stick out a little bit, but
Yeah.
But what if you're like the fully inflated Duergar? You know, he's already giant.
You could go big. How you can go 3 feet bigger?
It says up. It just says you can seem up to 3 feet shorter than normal.
So you can't appear bigger.
So I guess not.
I guess you can kind of like hunch down or walk on your knees, but you can't get any bigger.
I guess. I was just.
Put the shoes on your knees and just walk.
Toto would bring it up to make the point that, like, if he can at least get within sight of her, he can send her a psychic message telling her that we need her help and that we were told to seek her out.
I can make you invisible, if that
Well,
helps.
can't Furbolgs be
we can also make ourselves
Yeah, they can
invisible.
become invisible.
But both I almost said Esso. Both Natel and Toto used the invisibility
Oh.
last session to get to the
Yeah,
top
I
of the
used mine in the
elevator.
snow.
Yeah, this is the same session or
Yeah.
day still.
We
Yeah,
haven't taken a long rest or anything.
I do have that ability, just if you want. It's there. That's what I'm saying.
I was simply offering it as a solution so that you didn't have to go into the dining hall alone. If you'd like my help, I could be invisible to make contact with her.
You hear the sounds of Duergar footsteps coming to the left, to the west.
Like coming from the west?
Mm-hmm. Where
Okay.
these basically where these doubles are. You hear like the sound of armored feet marching, as if there's a few of them.
Okay, I think Leif will go invisible at that point. Yeah, and I'm just going to try to look like a Duergar. And just sort of like stand at attention.
Okay.
Toto will hide behind this corner and ready in action. I guess if they don't believe that Tira is a Duergar, then he will jump out and attack.
Okay. So the double doors. Sorry, I took the S with me. The double doors to the west open, and a small platoon of Dorgars begin marching towards the east as if on patrol. When they get to this, they look in all directions. One of them sees Tira, moves away from the group as the others sort of continue walking this way. He says, "Hi, you! I haven't seen you here before. Yeah, you one of hers?"
Yeah, that's right. On patrol. Of course, they wouldn't let me into the feast, but do what you got to do. Work's work.
Go ahead and roll a deception check.
Okay. I think we said last time that I would do this at advantage because I had the name of the dwarves from the rotation.
Oh, sure. Good call. So you'll throw a name in there, and that'll give you the advantage.
Okay. Let me go ahead and toggle advantage and deception.
Oh, very nice.
17.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I know what it's like. We only get the scraps, when they're done. All right. Anyway, keep your chin up. We'll see you later. With that, they continue down the hallway. Looks like they're gonna move all the way to this end, and then they will move to the south. And the door opens and then
job,
closes.
Tira.
Very well done.
Thank you.
All right. What would you like to do?
Well, if they went south, we should probably go north then, just to start looking for the dining hall.
Well, there was also the other door to the north as well that we passed before and did not check. So probably a good idea to check that one just to see that we're not leaving anything behind us.
Which door?
Can you ping it?
Oh, over here?
Yeah, gotcha.
No, this one.
Wait, I couldn't see.
I see what you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. There's another door to the west and the north here that we didn't check. And it looks like there's a bunch of doors lining this room. But I don't know if we want to bother going that way.
It's up to you guys. You do know that patrol may come back if you don't decide soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just need to keep going east.
Okay.
And we can definitely check these double doors in this hallway before we continue on.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm with you.
All right. So you're checking out this door up here, is that what you said?
Yeah, we'll say Toto sneaks down the hallway.
All right.
First,
keeping an ear ready. You don't hear any of the Durgars returning this way. They probably, if there was another elevator, they could have taken it to another floor. You don't know how much time you have. However, it doesn't really show you too well here. Let me see. As you get there, you're blasted by heat coming from the south, and you see a portcullis, like a barred sort of doorway that is overlooking what looks to be a large forge. You see heat and like a glow of red coming from below. It looks like this is more of an overlook. You can't open the portcullis. It doesn't function that way, and you can't see through the smoke. But you believe that the forge is on a lower level.
Oh, okay. So this is just like a vent sort of thing. Okay.
I wonder if that's actually where maybe they make the dragon here. It's like if it's this construct, they probably have to construct it here, like on site, because I can't imagine they just transport that.
Could have thrown the dwarf into that.
That makes sense. All right. Can I roll a perception check to hear, like, if there's anything happening on the other side of the doors?
Absolutely.
All right. 6.
All right, so listening in, you hear a lot of dwarves in conversation. Do you speak Dwarven?
No.
So you can't make out what they're saying, but you do hear the telltale sign, or this noises of like silverware rubbing against plates and the glasses clinking. So it's obvious that there is the feast is probably on the other side of these doors.
Who's this? That's Tito, right?
That's with you, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Toro looks at you and is like, I think this is it.
Okay, you can't hear what they're saying over there?
I don't speak Dwarven, but I can hear the sort of clinking and like people are eating.
Okay. We should probably get everybody else. I don't want to get us too far apart from them.
Mm-hmm. Toro will go back to about here and like gesture. We found it. This way.
Well, I mean, we probably don't want to wait in the hallway. If you two are just going in, maybe we should wait in here.
Well, I didn't know if you were all going in or not.
I don't think it's a very good idea.
I mean, is this just a scouting mission? What are we planning here? Because, I mean, that's a long way for us to run if shit goes south.
Oh, that's true.
Good point.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll come and I'll put my back up to the wall.
Okay.
Okay, so I think the plan is for Tira to go in as a Dwergar and make Toro invisible. That way they can figure out who's in the room and if we have an opportunity to talk to Grandalfa.
Won't Toro already be invisible?
Yes, Toro will be invisible before we go into the room, but then
Yes.
I would enter the room as a Dwergar and we would see if anybody there looks like they would be Grandalfa and then try to get them to converse with us outside of the room. It'll be to pull her out.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't want everybody to get too far apart in case things do go badly.
And will they, I don't know, they might think it odd if someone's walking in mid-feast for no reason. So, I don't know. Just keep an
Maybe
eye
act like there's a note or some letter of urgency for her or something.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
I mean, the other patrol already thinks that I'm one of hers anyway.
So a singing telegram for Grandalfa. Got it.
Yes.
Could you pretend that one of your ravens has brought a message, perhaps?
If they're underground people, right? They probably don't use ravens.
Oh, no,
For
that's
my
fair.
sense. They
That would
use
probably look a
moles.
little...
Well, I mean, he doesn't just have to be a raven. But it would, I mean, all the other forms are not going to look any less out of place, probably. And I think with that, I would explain that Leif can be a great many things. He can be like a rat, he can be a spider, and then he has like a natural form as well, which is that of an imp, but nothing that's not going to look out of place.
I see.
So many things learned in this dungeon. I love it.
So many revelations. This is great.
My conclusion.
I mean, he can just be invisible. Like, he's not going to necessarily be... He doesn't have to be away. Sigrun can be with one of you all. As long as she's within 30 feet of me, we should be okay.
Right.
I'm going to tuck in this little locker right here.
Okay.
All right. You going in?
All right, so I will go ahead and I will make Toro invisible.
Okay.
Before you run in, I'll say, Natal, they can see you if the door's open.
Oh, true.
I guess I'll put on the ninja mask.
Sure.
Is that the right one?
That sounds right. I understand. You're invisible.
There it is.
We're good. Cool.
It's more of a reminder for me.
Oh, I got you. All right. So, opening the door. Here we go, guys.
Take it in.
3 braziers heaped with glowing hot coals illuminate and heat this long hall. At the eastern end is a hexagonal stone table. Oh, I can't read today. Surrounded by 6 stone chairs. Seated in the chair facing the door is a haggard old Dwergar with long black hair streaked with ribbons of white and fingernails like shards of iron. She is devouring a hearty buffet of cooked meats, mushrooms, and strange underdark fare. Lurking next to her is a small mechanical dragon made of a shiny black substance. Here is a very cool picture.
Oh.
Oh, that's very neat.
Yeah, so it looks like she has a small mechanical dragon sort of curled up next to her, made out of a shiny black material.
So why her name is Pseudo Dragon Mudskark.
Yeah, it does have the statistics of a pseudo dragon.
Mm-hmm.
She glances up from her feast, just meat sort of juices dribbling down her chin. She says, "Hi, what do you want? What does Xardorak want now?"
I just salute. So excuse me, Lady Grandolpha. There's a message for you. Perhaps it'd be better if we spoke privately. Apologies to the company, of course. Didn't mean to interrupt.
It looks like there's a hot stove in here, and there's 3 Durgars that are all cooks that look like they're preparing more food for this woman. I need you to roll a deception check, please, but this time you will not be rolling at advantage.
Just the whole time? Yeah.
24.
All right, so she gets up. She's like, it's about time. And she starts sort of waddling over to you, but as you do, the mechanical dragon darts its head one way, then the other, leaps onto the table, and snarls directly in Toro's direction.
Oof, fuck.
When Toro sees the dragon react, he sends a psychic message to her saying, "Don't be alarmed. I'm invisible and we're here because we need your help. We were told to come find you."
So she puts her hands on her cane, and a sort of a blank expression crosses her face, and she mumbles something to herself, and then all of a sudden her eyes begin to glow, and she looks directly at you, and you can, even though you know you're still invisible from looking down at yourself, you don't see your hands, she apparently can see you, and she looks towards Tyr and says, "You're a rare one, aren't you?" And with that, she's like, "Come, sit. There's plenty food for everyone." And she gestures towards the table.
Oh, Sigrun, to me. Leif. All right.
So the dragon continues to snarl on the table, but she sort of pets its metallic back and says, just hold on. These people might be useful to us. And it sort of curls up at her feet.
Yeah, Toro moves into the room as well.
Can the rest of us come in so we aren't chilling in the hallway?
Sure.
She hasn't. I don't know that she's acknowledged us yet.
Yeah, I'm assuming she's like magic.
She doesn't appear to be. She definitely knows about Tira and Toro, and she assumes if she'd assume that if this was an ambush of some sort, there may be more of you. She won't know exactly how many, but it doesn't seem like she's. She doesn't appear threatened.
Intimidated.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll all go in then.
All right.
I mean, we don't have to. I was just saying, we're all kind of chilling in the hallway. And she knows
I'd
about
rather not stay in the hallway.
Yeah, eventually another patrol can come through.
All right, she looks towards you, Mirnix, and says, "Dearie, be sweet and close the door, would you?" All right, so you close the stone doors behind you, and now you're inside this stifling hot room with this rather elderly female Durgar and 3 Durgar cooks that begin to draw their weapons as you approach, but she puts her hand up. There's no need for that. And she's like, "Please, sit." And she invites you to the
Is
table.
Mirnix super stoked right now? Because it's like really, really hot in here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the first warmth you've felt in a while.
I'm just happy.
That's why Mirnix was so excited to go into the room.
Exactly. I was like, all right, I'm first one in.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I prefer to stand.
Yeah, Toro stays standing.
So you hear some of the Durgar mumble to each other, and hold on, let me see what you guys are.
I really want to pet the dragon.
Okay.
I don't think that's a good idea.
So one of the Durgar, you understand and tell that it's saying, "Talking to more tall folk. When will this end?"
Talking
More tall folk. Okay.
Talking to more tall folk.
Mm-hmm.
So she, Grand Alpha tells her bodyguards to stand down, asks to join you for dinner. You recognize what's on the table in front of her now that you've gotten closer of what she's eating. It looks like she's feasting upon a beast that's on its back with small, almost feline-type paws up at the sky, or pointing up to the ceiling, but its body is actually one large brain.
Oh.
Wow.
That's cool.
Wait,
Kitty.
is that the brain kitty?
Yeah, she's eating one.
Do those exist up here?
Sure, they're Underdark creatures. This is still the same campaign.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Beltray, I want to go back to Waterdeep.
I agree.
She places a large mug, or a large pitcher, that she refills a mug and slams it down the table. Is like, have some of this. Appears to be some sort of dark ale.
Okay,
Kind of
definitely
like
take
try
a
this. Are you taking a little sip of it?
Yeah, I will. I'm going to try to evaluate this for its quality.
Make a Constitution check.
Okay.
Yep, saw that coming.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's see.
Would it be an advantage since Tira's a brewer?
It doesn't have the. I don't think you have the digestive enzymes and stuff. You just are taking that form. Nope.
That's a 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
So as soon as you
we have inspiration.
you do have inspiration.
wanna-
I haven't said it yet.
If you want to use it
You
here.
have 2 inspiration.
Yeah, do you mind if I use one of them maybe right now? Just see if we can possibly roll better than this.
Sure.
I think that's a better alternative than you being
Than being
poisoned.
All right, you got
Okay.
1 left after this.
All right. Oh, it's doubled. Double that.
So 6.
6.
Yeesh. All right, let me change these numbers right quick. 1 and 0. All right, cool. So as soon as you... Oops, sorry. You're supposed to have 1 more. Oh, I should have made a duplicate. All right, I'll fix that later. I do not have an inspiration. You have 1 left. So as soon as you taste this very foul ale, it immediately hits you directly in the gut, and you just keel over in pain. You're basically going to be suffering 1 level of exhaustion until it wears off.
Okay.
You don't take any actual damage. As soon as you do, she starts laughing heartily, and the other Jorgar pitch in. She's like, "Oh, I guess the mushrooms are a bit too much for you. We love making out of the stuff, but you surface dwellers just can't seem to stomach it." All right.
Yeah. Oh, that's. Yup.
It's called the
That's
Musgard
something
brew, or the Underdark brew, made of Underdark mushrooms. Yuck.
I have to get that recipe from you later then. Oh.
Right.
Okay.
So she looks towards you and says, "Well, why are you here? It seems like you're not invited."
I don't really think you were very invited either.
Oh, you're wrong. I'm the grand guest, as you can see from this lavish display in front of me.
I mean, above the ground.
Oh, with that, we can both agree. And she takes another swig of her mug.
Oh, gosh. So we were actually told to seek you out. We came here looking to stop the dragon from... Oh, God, I can taste it in my mouth. We were told to stop we were trying to stop the dragon from destroying the 10 towns, and we were told that your name was brought up as somebody who could help us.
As you bring that up, she begins to laugh, and you can see sort of the black film of the ale streaking her teeth, and she just says, "Sorry, dearie, if Xardorak sent that thing after your towns, all you can do is clean up the ashes. There's no stopping that. Look, he gave me a little one."
Has to be a way to stop it.
Is there there's nothing we can do to stop Xardorak?
Oh, Xardorak, yeah, he's downstairs in his forge tinkering with more of that strange material you all have up here, she says, stroking the pseudo-dragon. She says, "Well, all may not be lost. You might be able to catch it. It is flying, but it's not what we'd call the quickest of all dragons."
Well, yeah, but we don't have sleds or anything anymore either.
might be able to help you with that too. I just had a meeting with another of you tall folk, and if you catch her, you might find her outside. She had a couple of little minions with her, but they had quite a few sleds.
Who is this person?
Oh, her name is Velin. She's a new acquaintance of mine, trying to deal with this whole O'Reilly nonsense.
Melon?
Velin. Vellynne.
Are you trying to stop Boreal as well, or are you one of these, or one of her followers?
Look, let me just make this clear. I don't believe in this whole O'Reilly business or what Xardorak is planning. He brought me here hoping I'd be his queen. I know I'm quite beautiful, but I am not one to worship these surface-dwelling deities. Thank you, MP3 Chaos, for the inspiration. I believe in the deities of the Underdark. I'm trying to bring this foolishness to an end. Us Duergar do not belong above here, above in the fresh air that you say. We belong underground. We need to stop this madness. So my plan here is to either get rid of Xardorak or prevent this O'Reilly person from controlling him any longer.
We might be able to help you with the Xardorak problem at least.
Well, I mean that would be a great boon if you're able to defeat him. I'm sure his Duergar would fall to my rule, and I can bring them back to the Underdark. That being said, it will take time, so you must choose. Will you chase after the dragon, or will you try and defeat Xardorak?
Are we chasing the dragon?
I don't understand this.
If there's a way that we can stop the dragon, we have to try.
This time restraint makes no sense. There's a person downstairs that we could go and get right now, or we could walk through the snow for days and catch up to a flying beast.
She said that there's this person, Velin, leaving right now with sleds.
Yes, she has sleds. It took us 2 days to get here on sleds.
She's coincidentally leaving at this exact same time. These are some of the contradictions I have found. I'm trying to, So, not a fair choice, but it is a choice you have to make.
But I don't save at least one of the towns.
I agree. I want to save the towns too. I don't know how to stop it. Everyone here tells us we can't.
Well, Toto looks back at Grandolpha. What are the dragon's weaknesses?
It doesn't have any.
Of course, it has to. Is it weak to anything?
I could possibly tell you what it may be resistant to.
Any information would be helpful.
Is there a way for us to get it out of the sky?
Is there something?
Call it down.
Here? A tool or something that we could use against it?
I'm afraid there's no weapons here that will help you against it. I will tell you.
What's the first town that it's?
Oh, sorry. I will tell you that cold and poison will have no effect on it. It's basically made out of those things, and it can shoot, much like... Show him! And it points towards the small dragon. It shoots out this ray of pure radiant energy that shoots out of it like a laser cannon.
And what's the first town that it's going to hit?
So from the small model that you found in the previous adventure, you realize the first town it is going to hit is... Where'd it go? Here, I'll bring up our... Oh, great, our fantastic...
Dugan's Hole.
Dugan's Hole.
And then Goodmead.
Correct.
Yeah, and then Goodmead, then East Haven, Caerdinable, Caerconnick, Lonelywood, Tamerlane, Bremen, Targos, and Bryn Shander.
Mm-hmm.
So
does Dugan's Hole... Sorry. Does Dugan's Hole have any sort of self-defense, barricade?
Absolutely not. Dugan's Hole is the smallest of all the 10 towns. They're probably...
So there's nothing there that we would be able
fond
to
of them?
try to shoot it out of the sky.
I mean,
no, she does say, now that being said, Velin is trying to chase the dragon. She doesn't know if she can defeat it, but perhaps she can at least mitigate the damage. She is a powerful wizard.
If
we could even head to Bryn Shander first and work our way counterclockwise.
Or if we went and took over, captured the dude downstairs, who created the dragon, Is there perhaps a way that he could stop his own creation?
I'm more inclined to go with that. I don't think that there's a way for us to stop it at all. Without somebody who at least has better knowledge of it than, forgive me, milady, but this dumbass.
She says, "That's fair. I didn't get to see it up close. I just have this little guy here. Apparently, Velen has some way to fight it. Said something about it has to land to completely decimate the town and kill people or some such nonsense."
So let's hitch a ride with Velen.
That's basically an option, but it may not be the best one.
I still feel like we should grab the guy that created it and see if there's something there. I mean, I don't want to see towns destroyed, but I'm kind of with Button. Like, we have this option right here. Honestly, who are we to go up against a giant obsidian dragon?
All right, sounds good. So with that, she says, I knew you'd see it my way. You'll find him in the forge talking to that Sephic character.
Well, I mean, it's do you want to? Wait, who? Talking to who?
Kill Sephic.
Sephic. Yeah, Sephic.
Did we know he was here?
Nope.
No, we did not.
You knew he was
well,
with...
that changes my mind.
You knew he was with Dearth. Okay.
I'm going downstairs.
I'm gonna go with you.
All right. Is everyone in agreement here? Let me get back to my map.
I guess we can take a vote. It's probably fair to take a vote. Does everybody...
You could split the party.
No.
Yeah, half of us go fight a dragon. What could go wrong? This sounds like a great idea.
Possibly go wrong.
Oops, that was
For audience right now, she took after the dragon.
Say that again.
Would it be possible for one of us to at least go talk to Velen and then get back in, or would that not work?
Well, you could try. Some of you would be going outside, some of you would be going downstairs. That's up to you. Possible.
I don't want to split the party like that. I was okay with Toro and Tira going into the room by themselves, but no, I think Toro would still want to go after Velen, but seeing that the party is in agreement to stay here, he would stay.
The party isn't in agreement. I proposed a vote, and we have not voted.
Oh.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, guys. I mean, we can run that. You're not like miles apart. It is possible. I just can't guarantee it'll turn out. Splitting the party, talking to Velen, and coming back in. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Possible. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick little 5-minute break while our party decides what to do, and we will be back very soon. See you in a bit. Welcome back, everyone, to our Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign in Icewind Dale, where the characters are storming the Sunblight Fortress and hunting down both Sephic Caltro and Xardorak Sunblight. They've taken the elevator south into the depths of this fortress, and when you enter the room, the elevator shaft terminates in this room. A large stone wheel next to the iron cage turns constantly. West of the wheel is a dead Xardorak encased in a cruel-looking exoskeleton, his face frozen in a mask of pain. It's inoperable. It looks like the Xardorak inside has died.
How long has he been dead? Can we tell?
Roll a survival check.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
Real quick, am I still invisible?
I would say
I haven't
it's
taken damage or anything.
What's the time restraint on it? None.
I'm looking that up right now. There is probably a
It's an hour.
It's up to 1 hour with concentration.
All right, I assume it's still on then.
Okay.
That being said, it looks like it's been a little while. You can't tell if it's
He
rigor
might have
mortis
died.
or he needs oiling.
Might have died an hour ago or a week ago. I'm not quite sure.
No.
Yeah.
He's dead.
That's
Tell you
very
that.
true. At some point, he died.
There is a door to the north and a double door to the east. Let me make that a little more clear. Sorry.
Ah.
And I'm gonna
Total
shift ping you. Hold on one sec. Shift ping.
Mhm.
And I'll let our viewers at home enjoy. Oh, not her. Zoom in a bit. Not
Total
the
will
Dorgar
listen at the
princess.
store.
All right. Sorry. What were you doing?
Total's just gonna listen at the double doors to the east.
Perception check with a 22. You hear like chanting, like rhythmic, like this sort of like very low guttural chanting that seems to be repeating itself. Do you speak Dwarven? No. Nope. You have no idea what he's saying.
Yeah, I know.
It's a singular voice repeating over and over in some sort of ancient tongue.
Do you want to call me over there?
Yeah, Total will like just. Well, no, he's invisible. he'll.
You can speak with your brain.
Come over here. Yeah.
I know. Toto sneaks behind Natal and is like, "Go listen at the door."
Oh my god! Don't do that. All right. I go and I listen at the door.
All right, you hear that same guttural chanting, and you realize it is a dwarven voice that's speaking, but it's not speaking in dwarven. Do you speak infernal?
I do.
Really?
Most random language
Wow.
for you to speak.
It's not random. My ex-girlfriend is a real awful creature.
Or giant elf, dwarvish, druidic.
Well, why don't
Nope,
I know
no
about
infernal.
this? Okay, so.
It's in my character sheet.
Oh, well, shit.
Are we trying not to make noise? Is that why
Yes.
Toro snuck? Okay. I'm gonna come back over to the group and be like, they're talking in a language I don't know. It's very guttural. Sounds very angry.
I can speak that language. Can I listen and hear what they say?
Oh, yes, 1 second. Now I'm reading her. I didn't know Deidre was so detailed. I'm going to have to fix that because I changed it and I don't want to... Anyway, we'll fix that later. So,
I had a choice of languages for my background. It's one, it's ones I
totally
chose.
cool. No, it's not the language thing is fine. It's I want to... It might change my Deidre plans.
Oh, okay.
So it was your ex-girlfriend that took out your whole family?
Well, we hadn't gotten to that conversation yet. We just liked each other.
Okay.
Girlfriends are very hard. I understand. Technically, my ex-girlfriend was part of the society that got me and Valtreya killed.
That is very, very true.
Yeah.
So on it, or
all
listening to it,
relationships
it
then.
sounds like a prayer, and you make out some of what's being said. A lot of it is, it's almost like speaking in like Old English. It's like it's infernal, but it's ancient. The only word you're able to decipher is Asmodeus.
I don't know what that means.
Actual Garbage says, I need a t-shirt that says my ex-girlfriend was a ... creature. That is great. That's good. All right. So, what would you like to do?
Well, it's not a forge, so I think we need
Do
to. We might
did
need to put on other things.
did Button relay what he heard to us?
Oh, yeah. It's chanting about Asmodeus.
Do we know who? Does anybody know who Asmodeus is?
Anyone can make a religion check.
Can I check my brain with my my sage background?
Yeah, that gives you advantage, right?
Yeah.
I'll let you do it.
I'll go ahead and roll a religion check. I got an 18. I don't know if there would be any reason for Toto to know who Asmodeus is, though.
I was going to say, would Valtreya being...
Well, I'm letting you roll, so it's
Oh wow. Well, even with advantage, I rolled pretty shitty.
yeah. I just got to see your guy. The DC. You can always roll, is what I'm saying, but the DC is what I decide. Okay.
Aww.
Let me think.
Valtreya is still napping.
Wow.
So,
Andrea, did you read this in one of your stories?
I'm whispering something to you, Toro.
Yeah, Agatha Christie novel?
Okay. Bite me, Button.
It's funny because you were very old for a minute.
My stories. All right. Fight.
It's true.
Both of
Ani,
you
you've
get
been
off
very
my lawn.
quiet. Ani, do you know who Asmodeus is? Ani, let's go.
No, she's still waiting in the elevator. It's like dun 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 dun. Just like stuck in that waiting music. Is Here you go.
Just can't get away from your dad, can we, Kenzie?
I know, honestly. What the fuck?
That's a very weak tie-in. I just didn't want to say it out loud. This is the reason you kind of
Okay.
have heard it, the name before.
Yeah. Toto kind of like scratches his head. He's like, I think Asmodeus is one of the lords of the Nine Hells?
What? He's like the king devil?
I believe so. I can't even remember where I would have read that.
So
That's so crazy.
It's such a he's such a higher up there basic evil deity that
Yeah.
some people may have heard the name thrown around, you know, but you can confirm that it is one of the lords of the Nine Hells.
Well, that sounds like fun. Let's go.
Door number 1.
Hey, so can I tell what the hinges are like on these doors? Do they open inward, or do they push in, or are they?
So
pull
they're all
doors?
stone doors, and the one to the east opens into the room. Away from you, but the
Okay,
one
so it's
closest to
push.
you opens into the room.
Okay.
All right.
Go listen. I'll listen at the door. I guess another perception check. 16.
You hear nothing coming from the other side.
Is the door hot?
You hear nothing.
Oh yeah, that's a good point, Zach. Like if Toto like touches the door, like is it hot or anything like that?
The stone is too thick to really figure out the temperature difference. This whole downstairs area feels warmer than the upstairs one, but I mean, you don't hear anything in the hallway. You do hear like the sound of a large like forge, like the whole area is like
Yeah.
But it's direction you can't really place it.
Right. Okay.
So basically, it's do you want to go up or right? She chose down.
I can't hear anything through this door.
She chose down. Sorry.
She chose down.
Oh God, stop.
I think it's. We probably should check the small door first. If it goes to them, but I'm sure there's a group of people in there just all happy about their devil god.
So
Oh,
up.
let's check this one first. Yep.
All right, the door opens. No, it doesn't. God damn it. Makes me so mad. Let me just open this up. Oops.
Well, damn it. No.
That's the sound I make when I fall down the stairs. But yeah. Sorry. Inside this room, well, now it says you can hear loud mechanical noises that seem to be coming from beyond the door ahead of you. Let me see if I can ping it. The one up here. Okay.
Okay.
Standing in the middle of the room, facing that door, is a 7-foot-tall statue of a female Xardorak in scale mail robe. This thing right here. The top of its head, above the eyes, has been sheared off, making a space for a stone brazier that gives off a flickering flame. Chained to the statue's pedestal is an emaciated, malformed creature with rubbery purple-gray flesh, a bulbous head with a metal plate bolted to it, and sinister eyes.
Oh.
Where's the metal plate bolted?
Over its face.
What part of the face?
So it's kind of like the man in the iron mask. It's like there's eye slits, but it's over his face.
Okay. I gotcha.
Okay.
He is chained to the statue.
Oh.
Like,
an ally, you think?
Chained can't move, or chained like manacle around foot sort of thing?
Chained like around his body against the pedestal of the statue.
Okay.
This is gonna sound weird, but does he smell dead?
He does not. He's actually moving a little bit,
Okay.
and you hear like a faint...
Oh no. Ugh.
Perhaps an enemy of the enemy.
Or a willing sacrifice.
Yeah. I guess we won't find out until we go in there.
Yeah, Toro is still invisible, so he'll sneak in and try sort of hug the wall and get to here in the corner.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll a stealth check?
Actually, I need to... sure, go ahead, but let me check something.
Okay. Do I roll at advantage because I'm invisible, or do I just add to it?
You roll at advantage.
Okay.
No, I don't want to look at Stranger Things, Wiki.
Oh.
What?
14 with advantage.
Sorry, I have to look up by its real name.
It's a rogue, no less. That's Sam.
I know. I'm disappointed. All my perception checks have been really good.
Sorry. Hold, please.
I mean, the only good roll I've had tonight was my very first initiative. So,
Sure.
thanks,
Does
2021.
it have blind sight? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
It does not. It has dark vision. So it doesn't seem to sense you.
Is its
Okay.
mouth covered as well, or is it like
So
just...
Tora, looking at this creature, you see that
Mm-hmm.
these plates go around it, and then another plate has been bolted to its skull on the back of it, and at the front. I don't think you've ever seen a mind flare.
No.
It's very rare. I know that some of the other people, you don't see anything. You do see these small pustules at the front of it, where a mouth should be.
Actually,
Yeah.
no, because when we did the check on if we could recognize the skull, Taro was the one that got
Oh, you're
yeah!
right. Okay,
That's
so yes,
right, that's
absolutely. Good
Yeah.
calls. Thank you. Good job.
Thank you for remembering, Ryan.
So with that, you Recollection. Give you one for that.
Can't remember people's names, but I remember obscure D&D references. Like,
I mean,
All right.
clearly
really, what's
you
more
have your
important?
priorities.
All right, let me paste a duplicate. Wow, no, sorry.
I also know that
Sorry,
a
everybody.
Fural demon is what Giles was turned into in Buffy, so, you know.
Copy. Let me just put paste duplicate. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody watching. I just wanted to fix my inspiration. I have one inspiration, not two. I didn't want to be straight cheating. You guys have two. So looking at this Toro, you see that it absolutely is a mind flayer, but its tentacles on the front of its maw have been removed.
Yeah, as soon as he sees that it's a mind flayer, he would immediately feel less bad for it. But he will send a telepathic message to who's in the doorway. Tita is still Tita is still in his line of sight, so he would send a telepathic message to Tita and just be like, it's got a mind flayer chained to it, but it looks like the tentacles on the front have been removed.
Okay. So I did like a little pantomime to everybody else. I'd be like,
what?
It has a mustache, but
Okay.
Oh, that might
it
pretty
looks
significant
like it-
facial hair.
That's so good.
Can we? I think we should. I think we should talk to the creature. I think we should try to help it out of this. I think this is an ally, or potential ally.
Feeling some things about that.
I don't think a mind flayer would be willing to ally with us. I'm just saying.
Well, we don't.
we
don't know it's a mind flayer. We just think it's a dwarf with a very nice mustache.
or kobold
From
with an
the
owlbear
hand
mustache.
signs, yes.
Oh, cool.
Oh God.
Owlbear nethers, anyone?
It's a beautiful mustache.
Yeah, the down is so soft.
Burned in the fire that killed his friends.
All right, so what would you guys like to do?
Can Toro see like all the way over here? Like, can
Yeah, I've shown you basically what you
Okay,
can see.
okay.
There's nothing like hidden there that you can see.
yeah.
The room seems quiet except for the labored breathing of this very injured mind flayer chained here. Obviously, you hear that you can hear machine parts moving to the north, so you assume that's probably where the forge proper is.
That's okay. Yeah, Toro will sneak back to here, like into the room proper, and whisper, it's got a mind flayer in its grip. It's not another Dwergar.
So it doesn't have a mustache.
No, the tentacles have been cut off. Tiro, what did you tell them?
I didn't want to say anything, so I just did this. I went. Is that wrong? Was I not right?
You can't see it because he's invisible, but Toro's rolling his eyes.
I think I can feel it at this point.
Hear that eye roll.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. He's like, I see where the misunderstanding happened. No, but it sounds like the forge is through the door to the north, the door that the statue is looking directly at. So we need to sneak through. We need to sneak through and get into the forge.
Not
Okay,
with that thing
but,
probably watching him.
I know he's a mind flayer, and they're generally not very good. But do we not even want to try to talk to him?
I think it's the right thing to do. I think we need to talk to find out why he's chained up and see if he can help us. If anybody in this building is not on the side of someone, it's probably a creature chained up and iron stapled to his face.
Or it could be Chardolin. Did it look like Chardolin, Toro, or did it look like actual
the
steel?
statue?
No, the metal that you said was in front of its face.
Oh,
no,
did it
the
look
plates.
like
The
Chardolin?
plates looked either iron or steel. They didn't look to be made out of Chardolin.
We don't have to unchain him. We can just if he pops off, we can put him down.
Yeah, if anything, we can end his suffering. I mean, I
Put
suppose
them
I
out of
can
his misery.
Okay.
offer him that.
Sure, I suppose. But mind flayers aren't exactly nice. They're evil
Yeah.
creatures.
I have a skull.
Trust me, I know. But
Yeah.
I think Button's right. I think it's worth the attempt.
Okay. So,
If you insist.
who would like to approach the Vine Flare?
I will. I'll stand in front of him,
Not the half angel.
All right.
sword out.
So it sort of wheezes and barely, like almost imperceptibly, turns its head towards you, just with a labored, and sort of locks eyes with you. But it doesn't seem to talk or say anything. It's recognized you in front of it, but it hasn't really done too much.
Toro,
Hey, little guy, how you doing?
we talk to him.
The mind flayer rolls his eyes.
Hey, buddy.
Smart ass. Listen, why are you here?
He looks directly at you and very faintly, like you can barely hear the telepathic signal it sends you, where it just says, "Kill me."
I will in a minute.
That sounds great.
Why are you trained like this?
I'm an offering.
To whom?
Let me find out.
He didn't tell me. It's real fucked up.
I don't want to give it. All right, he's like.
If we kill him, wouldn't that be like?
Student intent, I would assume, would probably.
Well, no, because like
we are not offering him. We're putting him out of his misery.
He looks toward.
We're doing it at the
He
mercy.
says, "Xardorak's dark gods."
Okay.
And what would they get in return for your life?
They want power.
Are you a willing participant in this?
Do I look like a fucking willing participant in this?
I've watched people very willingly get killed. I watched a man be willingly burned at the stake the other day. It's not that odd.
Icewind Dale is a strange, strange place.
Oh, just to be fair, Dazan didn't enjoy what happened to him, but he went with it because he had a backup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'd like to sort of ask him if he had a chance to get revenge, would he take it?
My time has passed. I am too weak.
I think he's a little too almost dead to do anything.
I have 9 hit points.
Well, if we could give you a few more than 9.
I am beyond all healing magic.
That seems a little odd. I mean, have you rested for just 8 hours? Everything gets cured after.
Please kill me.
I'm not doing that. Listen, I
feel another level of exhaustion coming on.
Can I just stab it?
I hate it.
Hang on. I will kill you if you answer our questions, please. That's all I ask.
Fine.
These questions 3?
Jeez.
I'm not limiting it. Listen, we want information. You are here. You're not on their side.
Oh,
Makes us allies.
Hurry up. I have places to be.
Oh my god. Am I the asshole? I don't understand.
No, it's
Not
me.
the asshole.
Not this time.
Well, kind of a little
Okay.
bit, actually.
Well,
You can't see him because he's invisible, but Totoro's like.
in a slightly endearing way. But I have another question.
Debatable.
You said obviously, they're sacrificing you to gain power, but is he working on something specific that he needs a live sacrifice for?
Xardorak's been capturing creatures from the Underdark, and his priest has been using them as offerings to his gods, both old and new. I'm the latest one.
That didn't really answer my question.
What was the exact question again?
So I know he's doing it for power, but is he working on something specific, after he created the big stone dragon?
After the dragon, I do not know what else he was working on.
How did you know him? How did you encounter this man?
He brought us up from the Underdark to use as his forces. But then we were sacrificed. Not all.
This is a little odd, but aren't you a higher CR than him?
I think so too. He had a surprise round.
Yes, I see. Yes, this can be quite deadly. Yeah.
Yes, and then multiple critical hits. It was a bunch of bullshit.
You said there were others. How many are left?
Hold on, let me look. Sorry. Oh, just a few. I'm not
Are they
sure.
also mind flayers?
No, I think I'm the last.
Which room is he in?
He works in the forge to the north. The priest is to the south.
Where are the other prisoners?
All throughout.
What else did he bring up if you're the last mind flayer?
Holy fuck, let me look.
Why were you not prepared?
Look, it's very
kill you
simple.
in a second.
I'm a plot point, but I just don't want to be a part of it.
Just kidding me. I didn't think you'd come downstairs. Let me look.
Chris's mostly dead Mind Flayer is my favorite RP so far.
In all of D&D ever.
This is really good.
Zach, you really said we should at least put him out of his misery and then continue to ask him questions for another 5 minutes.
I said I was not pro putting him out of his misery
Are you setting up
ever.
camp? Put the tent away.
I just need, if you listen, I'm listening. If you just sleep for 8 hours, all this goes away.
That seems slightly broken in the PC's favor.
It really is. You should go for it.
So he says,
I can assure you that not even death will save you from this line of questioning as long as I'm here.
oh, let me answer quickly.
That's true. You can just,
I would just speak with death.
All right, he looks to you and he says, his prize right now is the Myconoid Sovereign. He's using its spores to reanimate the dead. That's pretty cool,
That's not
right?
as good as all actually.
That's a pretty
big
good
deal.
answer. You should just kill me.
all right, here, this.
All right.
I have one final question. Just one little
fuck.
tiny, easy. All right, hang on. And I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna reach in. And I'm gonna go. Did you know this guy? And I'll pull out the skull.
Button!
How often do you meet a mind flayer? The last one I met was this dead one.
Oh no.
Fuck, Button!
My dear sweet wife.
Just go ahead. Any objections to me just killing this guy now?
Kill him! Oh my god!
No objection
please
here.
Please kill him.
All right, you cut into his head, and decapitate him. His head hits the ground. The bolt on the back of his head opens up, and you see a hole that was cracked into his skull as if something was removed, or part of it anyway.
Oh god.
I will take his head. I'm going to start a collection now, I guess.
I mean,
you pick him
you
up,
have
and
to
he's
keep
like,
him.
"Why the fuck aren't I dead yet?" No, just kidding. He's really dead.
I like this one. There's no. It's got like a skull. It's got like a metal, it's a metal skull variant for the collection. You know.
Hey, Button.
This is the chase.
If you put your hand up in the skull, can you make it do like it's talking like with the mouth?
Oh my god. It still has to be gushy in there. Don't put your hand in there.
Yeah.
It's not
Maybe
great.
it tastes sweet like that syrup thing they gave you before.
Don't taste it, Button. Don't taste
No,
it.
I support that.
No.
Button, lick it. Lick it, Button.
Button.
Curiosity. Cassian
Yeah,
man.
as it gets closer and closer to your, right before it hits your tongue, just the sheer, just putrid stench of the inside of this thing's skull does not remind you in any way of that jar.
You do that thing that cats do, like when they smell something, it's like,
boop him on the nose.
But
Okay,
getting it closer to you do see that although some of its brain is still in there and just some of the blood rushing out of it is still causing it to throb a little bit. Part of it has been cut out.
Part of his brain.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I think this is why he wasn't super helpful. Is part of his brain is gone.
Is that, nope, never mind.
Toto gives a very audible sigh and then just turns and listens at this door.
Are you still invisible?
Yes, I'm still.
Oh shit! There's a door there. Sorry, I didn't see it.
There's a door there.
Hold on.
Oh, that was an advantage. Hold on.
I didn't even get his name. Tira, would you mind asking?
Do not bring that poor creature back to life.
Let's wake him up and ask him what his name is.
Sorry, are you listening at
For
that
the
door?
love of Jareth, do not.
Yeah.
No.
If I can tune out the rabble, yes, I'm listening at this door.
What?
I do want a moment where Tira and I just wake him up, and then he's just like, "Oh, good no!"
I would be so mad. So bad. All right, so you 20. So yeah, so you do hear like a ching, ching, as if like multiple hammers are being hit on anvils. The sound of the forge fires being, bellowed and causing the heat to rise up. You do, over that very noisy sound, do hear shouting. It is in common, and it sounds like a human speaking, and the other person speaking has a very heavy dwarven accent, but he is speaking in common. You can't quite make the words out, but it does sound like an argument.
Do I recognize the human voice? Would I recognize it as Sephic's voice?
With that high a roll, yes, it is Sephic's voice.
Okay. Toto would turn back to everyone else and be like, "It's this door, Sephic. I can hear Sephic talking."
What door? You're invisible.
Follow the sound of my voice button. Over here. Over here. Psst, 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 psst.
Right.
I can use minor illusion to make like a little like light dance on the floor and like go towards the door.
My cat legit just looked at the TV.
That's great.
He's now like stood up and is staring at the TV like, what the hell?
I love that.
Okay, well, it's this door then?
Yes. And Toto will like grab your arm.
Okay, just so I am understanding, you're opening the door adjacent to Toro on the western wall.
Is that the one that he's listening into and he heard all that?
That's what I understood. Is that correct?
Yes, I think that's the door that we'll be opening.
Okay, so opening the door. Okay, so inside this room, I'm going to shift ping you, don't freak out. There are, it looks to be some sort of like lookout point. These little small holes here are arrow slits.
Mm.
You have to enter the room for me to tell you more.
Do you want me to go in? I can just go in Raven form.
Sure, yeah.
It doesn't appear like there's anything else in this particular room, but in order to look out the arrow slits, you'd have to look out, like you have to get next to them.
Yeah, but I can get as a Raven. I can perch like right in it, is what I'm saying. I don't have to like endanger myself.
Correct.
So I would just we'll just go as Sigarin, and we'll just perch ourselves on the little arrow slit and just kind of peer out.
All right, let me put a reveal here. I'll just sort of go in this direction. So looking straight out, you do see lava flowing into this room from some central location, and Xardorak dwarves armed with crossbows lining battlements that are about 20 feet up a small flight of stairs. Can you see, Dan?
Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
Looking over to the side, you see that there could possibly be more, but the vision is a little obscured.
Hey, what if we go over here to this area in this arrow slit and look over here?
All right, looking over here. You see what looks to be... Let me just make sure I'm not cheating. What? That doesn't make it... oh! That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I understand. Okay, that makes sense. That was a what if kind of sentence. Okay. What is that?
The DM should never ask that mid-game.
I know, right? So you see a Xardorak woman, that's Thantra up there, and she has a whip, and she's whipping these quaggas that and she's carrying a large cone, like a loudspeaker, to speak out of, and giving them instructions to clean up basically that area of different fragments that are left from the foraging process into that pit there that has smoke rising out of it. It looks like there's some more cages to the south, but you can't quite make it out from where you're standing. The sound of yelling can be heard to the north.
Okay.
Let me just zoom in over here to make sure I can... Yep, that works.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and, if want, I can send Leif into the room to just do a quick circle.
Okay, we can do that.
So yeah, we'll go and do that. So just have Leif just come in here and just do his little recon thing.
All right, let me give me a minute
He's
here to
invisible.
just reveal everything. You are invisible, right?
Yes, Leif is invisible.
Da, da, da. Sorry, there's a lot.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I think I got it all. Smoke fills this warm cavern, which has a ceiling that ranges from 40 feet high down to 20 feet high along the south wall. The source of the smoke and heat is a 10-foot-tall stone forge shaped like a pyramid with its peak sheared off. Ripples of heat and flashes of firelight spew from the top of the forge, which emits a deep pulsating heartbeat. A 5-foot-deep trough extends east from the forge with rows of black anvils on either side of the depression. Overlooking the forge are 4 20-foot-tall guard towers, with gray-skinned dwarves standing behind their low battlements. Stone stairs provide access to the tops of the 2 towers nearest the forge. South of the forge is an enormous 5-foot-tall iron platform fitted with cranes and clamps, with short flights of iron stairs leading to the top of the platform. Surrounding it is a cleanup crew consisting of a female Drogar with a horn and 6 hulking bipeds. Their white fur is stained with soot. They are tossing scraps into a cylindrical container. In the 20-foot-high ceiling above the spin is a wide rectangular hole. Whew. Now, let's talk about the lizards in the room. There is a corridor of cells, each sealed off with a latched iron gate. Housed in each cell is a big lizard fitted with riding gear. So that is this location over. Let me just ping it for you. Over here.
Just nope the fuck out of here.
It's a lot. It is a lot. There are multiple doors leading to other rooms. You do recognize Cephik Kaltro standing on the platform, arguing with Xardorak. I don't know how clearly you can hear through Leif. Is it just your own senses?
It's his senses. As I hear through his senses.
Okay. And do you speak Dwarven?
Yes, I do.
Oh, well, they're speaking Common. Sorry, it's Cephik. Sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, you can eavesdrop on their conversation. As you're flying around, you're hearing bits and pieces over the sound of the forge, and it's shouting. But basically, they seem to be arguing over Xardorak's plan. Cephik says something to the effect of, "If we kill all the 10-towners, who's going to be worshipping Auriel?" And Xardorak says, "Well, once the Drogar take over, I'll make sure we all convert to Auriel's worship. I have many followers, and our conquest of the 10 towns will only lead to more." So that's basically what they're arguing about at this point.
Gotcha. Okay. Just fly in and we'll relate to everybody what all it is that we've seen. But it seems to me like there's too many other Tibetagard that are probably loyal to Xardorak, and I don't know that we can take all of them on.
Huh. That dragon's looking pretty easy right now.
Right?
Again, not to tell you how to do this, but yeah, jumping in at this point would be bad. If he could be lured out in some way, that would be better. But I'm not quite sure how you'd go about doing that.
Long shot. Tara, Could you possibly make yourself look like our lovely lady dwarf upstairs and lure him out?
Yeah, I suppose I could probably do that. I don't know how well the deception would hold up since I haven't really had a lot of time around her, but we could probably make this work.
We did like sit around at a dinner table with her, like, you know, that's quality time. Right?
It's a little more complicated than that, but yeah, we can probably make this work. It might pass enough to get him out here. Of course, I think as soon as he sees you, I think the gig is up. But yeah, I can make this work probably long enough.
If we could at least get him out of there, into this room here, perhaps we can, at the very least, set up an ambush out here.
Can you shift ping where you're talking about, please, Toro?
Oh, Toro is basically suggesting that we get him at the very least, like, out here, like, out of the forge, and, like, get these doors closed. Toro would suggest that, like, everyone hides, like, in this room while, like, Tira, and since he's still invisible...
just making sure you know these are open arrow slits.
Would they be able to see into this room?
See, no. Hear, maybe.
Okay.
It depends, like, how noisy this goes about. If he calls out in a room full of arrow slits, I'm gonna say the other guys can hear him.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking everyone would hide in this room with the arrow slits.
Okay.
And Tira would lure him out into, like, this area, like, where the statue is, and just try to get him as far away from the forge as we could.
That works for me.
Can anyone cast, like, silence, so in case he does yell, or if we make noise attacking him, no one hears it?
That's a good call.
I don't have silence. I have hold person, but that's
Hold person could work. We have two big burly warriors who would probably be able to hold him.
That's right. Me and Valtreya.
Damn, fuck you, Button.
I don't know what just happened. I'm so sorry.
Button's making fun of me again.
And I'm still invisible, so, like, Toro could go in, like, just in case.
I mean, I can probably lure him back here, sure. And as you see Tira sort of concentrate for a second, and then form sort of melds into Grandalfa.
All right. So before we go on this crazy plan, please make sure your figures are placed exactly where you want them in case shit goes down, or for when shit goes down.
Hold on.
I'm gonna remove this friend.
But what did you volunteer for? I'm sorry.
I didn't volunteer you for anything.
I
Just
said,
in case.
isn't it lucky that we have two big burly warriors who could subdue Xardorak? And Zach was like, yes, Button and Valtreya.
Yes, I have a strength of -1. We are good.
Hey, sorry, Natel, what were you saying?
Better than Mirnix.
Toro, before you go in there, are you sure it's a good idea? The last time you tried to go invisible and into a room, you were spotted pretty quickly. I don't know much about Suffolk. I don't know if he can see invisible people, but maybe just err on the side of caution.
That's true.
Well,
or if any creatures in there,
yeah,
have true sight, blind sight. I don't know.
we do remember.
I would be
think
careful.
that last time, I don't know that he can see invisible, because I think didn't somebody try to sneak up on him as invisible before and he couldn't see them?
Well, it's not just him. There's other things in that room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know anything about, like, the Quaggoths or the wizards or anything like that. That's true.
You're invisible, but you still smell like you.
Fair enough.
You stank.
I mean, I wasn't going to say that, but God said you said so.
Yes, well, none of us have had a shower in a few days, so. Fine, yes. I will. I'll wait here by the door then.
Okay.
And he'll wait, like, probably here since he's still invisible.
That works. Anybody else?
We haven't checked. We'll listen to the door, have we?
You have not.
I think it's the same room that the priests and everyone were in.
Yeah, the infernal
we
chanting.
We might have something super high-powered coming to bite us in the ass. Great.
Oh, so I accidentally opened this door for you, but it's identical to the room. It has one arrow slit looking out. There's nothing else in that room, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Whoopsie daisy.
Okay. Toto gives a quick listen at this door, just to see if he can still hear the chanting.
You can still hear the chanting.
Okay.
Should we clear that room out before we go about this sort of deception?
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think that's probably best.
Do you want to just sort of like jump in and surprise them, or should we?
We could go from two different directions, I suppose, and get them in a.
Yes, I think.
I like that.
Splitting up and using both sets of doors is the best idea.
Okay.
We should probably make sure they're not locked first.
Oh yeah, totally check this door first. Is it locked?
So you realize the large stone doors are not locked, but you're not quite sure how forcefully you'll be able to pop them open. You're worried that if they grind open, it might alert to a presence. So basically because there's no like kabam surprise, I'm still going to have you guys roll a stealth check to see if you can either open the doors quick enough or open them softly enough that whoever's inside might be surprised.
Okay.
I mean, I was going for more of a huzzah, motherfuckers!
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm not quite sure what the roll for that would be to see if he's surprised. So I'm just going to have it
roll
be...
haha, motherfuckers roll.
Okay, everyone roll your haha, motherfuckers, and I'll roll against that DC.
Surprise!
I'll roll DC against your MF.
Can like Button and whoever is on this bottom
I'll go check.
Wait, I know how to do it. Okay, so if you're trying to be stealthy, roll stealth. If you're trying to bust in with a haha motherfucker, it's an intimidation.
That's what I was gonna suggest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Strength
Okay.
or intimidation, and I
would like. I'll take the bottom door.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll
take the top door with stealth.
I'm gonna go in with Button, and I'm gonna tell him, "You are very ferocious. Don't let anybody tell you differently, and I'll give you guidance."
Thank you. All right.
Very sharp teeth.
If we've got three going up, I'll go in with Intel and Button.
Okay, yeah, place your guys where you're going. Let me see what he's got going on. Oh my goodness, his DC is high.
Don't forget about your guidance.
Yeah, I'm heading to it. It's just on.
Oh no.
That's a
Fucker.
DC.
Okay, so let me see what we got here. I see a... Why do I see a...
Oh wait, I'm invisible. Do I still get the?
Yeah, your stealth should be at advantage.
Cool.
Intimidation of
We also-
14.
You still have 2 inspiration.
You do have 2 inspirations. I haven't resolved anything.
Oh, that's so much
All right,
better.
I will take one more. I will take one of the inspirations.
All right,
then
you have
for
1
my
left after
intimidation.
this.
Are you
That's the
farting
exact
my
same
butt?
number.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Wow. Whew. Also, I rolled a 26 on my stealth. So.
Okay. Is that what we got? Just those 2 numbers?
Funky.
I need everyone to choose either stealth or intimidation at this point.
Oh, damn.
Everybody? Or
Yeah,
just the
I'm
two of
running
us
this
that
a
are
little
on?
different.
To,
Basically, if you succeed, you'll
yeah.
get a surprise round. If you don't, you will not.
Motherfucker.
I
Yep.
will
Tira
try.
rolled a 6.
to
Wow,
intimidate.
my intimidation is way higher than my stealth, and that's
Hey, nice.
That actually, all right, that passes.
Valtria storms in, eyes glowing, like wings out.
I'm like,
Valtria's
like,
Do we all? Okay, so are we the intimidation group?
It's up to you. You can roll
It's just
whichever one you
whichever's
want for this.
higher, I think.
Honestly, this is just me trying to figure out rules last minute. MP3 Chaos,
I'm
thank you for
very
the
not
party inspiration. You guys have 2 again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my god, you actually gave us inspiration.
Hey, Steven, give me one. Give me one. Give me one.
No.
He already gave you one.
No.
He did already give me one. I haven't used it yet.
Okay, I'm gonna try for stealth
Okay.
because I'm not very.
I believe in you.
And I'm also going to guide myself.
Please guide yourself.
Oh, I do not have advantage.
Nope.
Oh.
I did not untoggle that. Do you want me to roll again or just take?
Yeah,
the
roll
lowest?
again, please.
Okay.
Okay, and then your guidance.
Ooh, hold on.
Wow!
so sneaky.
Wow. Okay. All right. So just so and remember this, just so we know, Natel, Valtreya, and Toro will all act, and then we'll roll initiative. Okay, just to keep things easy.
Fine.
All right. So let me reveal the area and to show you what you're up against. Okay. So. This room is filled with stacks of granite tablets. Behind them lurks a long-bearded Xardorak, wearing black robes and a tall black mitre. Am I pronouncing that right? Mitre? It's mitre, right?
Yeah.
Like the Pope's mitre. Let me show you this dude, because he's pretty sweet. Klondorn. I know,
what would you do for a Klondorn?
All right, this is the individual you're facing it right now. Let's do it. All right, well,
That's a mighty hat.
I know it is a fancy hat. So with that,
Marv
Klondorn.
would, I'm gonna say that for Marv.
Marv would love that.
All right, so Klondorn looks to you with anger, but he is sort of taken aback as some of you storm in. Let me start with. This is going to be Toro. You get to act first and do whatever you like.
Okay. If he's acting first, Toto would just rush in with the short sword, I think.
Okay.
And do I get advantage on the attack because I'm invisible still?
You do.
Okay. And then as soon as I attack,
You're visible
the invisibility drops.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. And I do get sneak attack.
Because you're coming with advantage, yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh.
What did you roll? A 12 with
12.
advantage? Nope.
12.
So as you bring your arm down and slice into him, it ching hits against him, which seems strange because he's wearing robes.
Mm-hmm.
You missed. Now we move on to Valtreya and then Natel. Unless you got more to do.
Oh no, I can do a bonus action Psychic Blade.
Okay.
And
This one will not be at advantage and will not be sneak attack.
Yes. I have to unclick everything now. Here we go.
Nope.
No.
All right.
That's an 11.
Well, he has now realized you are there.
All right, that's fine.
Let's see, Valtreya.
Did I get anything with intimidation?
Yeah, that basically gave you this surprise round.
Cool.
So you get to act before he does.
Awesome. I'm gonna step forward and hi, how's it going? And
I'm intimidated.
And I'm gonna use my Margwin finger guns and go pew 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 with Scorching Ray.
Nice.
Hey.
So let's try this out.
Yep, that'll do it.
All right, the first one hits for 12.
It passes over his. It says fire damage. So it passes over his robes without effect.
Fire damage does not work.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
So the other two just pass over him without doing any damage. He just smiles evilly at you.
I'm gonna be like, that was a bad idea, and go hide behind buttons.
That works. And now it is Natel's turn.
Okay, I'm going to... Actually, I don't even have to move because the door's open. I'm going to attempt to hold person. So he can't move.
Okay.
I need a wisdom saving throw.
All right. 12. Oh, it tells you
He
what he is.
fails.
That's shitty. Yeah, he
fails.
He does fail. All right, what happens to him?
He is paralyzed.
Oh, fuck. That's not good.
Nice.
All right. Oh, sorry. Let me switch over here. Where is he at? And sorry, I lost my map. I had to switch maps for a second. All right.
Why is he that?
I know, right? Yeah, I can't.
That's such a not a good thing.
Yeah,
No.
it kind of gave away the surprise. But anyways, with that, he is paralyzed. What was the effect? What was the effect called? Just hold person, right?
Hold person.
All right, let me check something really quick. Humanoid you can see in range. At the end of the duration, end of each of its turn, I can try again. Got it. All right, cool. Sounds good. So with that, now, guys, we are going to be rolling initiative. And we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Klondorn.
Damn it.
Hey.
Ooh. Actually,
Is he good?
I need to figure out what I'm going to do.
I'll wait till I have advantage on initiative checks.
Are we all in there?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Yes, but it changed my initiative. I don't know which one you want to go with. I guess the one that logged in.
Why don't you roll again and we'll call it this one.
Okay. Yeah, I rolled the first one. It didn't log it. I rolled the second one, which is far better.
Let's just say the next one is it. There we
There
go.
we go.
Right in the middle.
Nicely in the middle. We'll do that.
All right, Natel, you get to go first. It is currently paralyzed, correct?
Yep.
Attack rolls against it have advantage. Any attacks that hit it is a critical hit if it's within 5 feet of it.
Anything for saving throws?
Nothing. I fail strength and dexterity saving throws, but that's it.
Just strength and dexterity.
Not wisdom.
Okay. So I'm gonna come up and I'm just gonna bop him with my quarterstaff.
Let's do it. So advantage to the attack.
Okay.
Chris, can we shift the map down just a little bit here on Twitch? We are not seeing the actual
sorry.
fight taking
there
place
you
here.
go. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't have that up. I have a lot of windows up.
Yeah, that's cool.
Appreciate you.
21 for 5 damage.
So that's going to be 10 damage because it's a critical hit.
Mm-hmm.
Ow! I can't move.
Oh.
If you're finished, it goes to Mirnix unless you're going to move away. You can move away without an opportunity attack because he can't do reactions.
I know, because he can't hurt.
Yes, he's
I'm
a
gonna
little
move back
bitch
here.
right now. All right, Mirnix.
All right, I'm gonna do the same damn thing.
Let's do it.
Pop in there. I'm gonna boop him with my great axe.
You boop for 12.
And I'm gonna bippity bop the fuck back out.
Bippity boppity boo, there you go. All right, Toro.
Well, yeah, Toro's gonna hit him with the short sword.
Okay. You get sneak attack because you technically have advantage.
Oh, sweet. Hang on, let me roll 2d6.
So
Oh.
9. But this
14.
is so it's going to be 28 because it's a critical hit.
Oh, yeah. And then bonus action with the Psychic Blade. Another 8. And then Toro will move back into the corner.
All right. Is it the end of my turn? At the end of my turn? That's so shitty. Okay, it's Klondor's turn. I'm going to try not to suck. He rolls his wisdom save again. If he succeeds, he is no longer paralyzed. Hold on one second. Anyone close? Nope. All right. Wisdom saving throw. Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
Oh.
Guys, he has +5 to wisdom.
Wow.
How am I?
Wow. He failed again.
Button. I am the evil Clondorn. You have no chance of beating me.
Well, saying things like that really makes me go into a rage.
All right, let's do it.
And I will run in and attack him. And I say in very broken infernal, "You a bitch."
Before you start slashing, Valtreya yells in behind you, "Don't damage the hat!"
All right, there you go. That's a critical hit, so that's going to be 30.
It's not critical.
He's paralyzed. All attacks against paralyzed creature are if you're within 5 feet are critical hits.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be what is that? 18 times 2?
36.
Yep, there he goes. I'm still alive, you bitch.
Hold on a second. I've got one more though.
Oh no. Fuck.
It's another 22 damage.
Guys, you killed Clondorn without him having a single attack. This is what Clondorn really looks like.
Oh.
Holy shit!
But you didn't get a chance to. You just kicked his ass. Well done, guys.
That's fine.
Holy crap!
You know what?
pick
I'm
up the
fine with
hat.
that. I'm fine with that.
All right, so you pick up the hat.
Hand it to Valtreya.
As soon as the hat is removed from the Duergar's head, all that's left before you is the horrendous infernal creature you see before you. It seems like the hat was making him hold his form.
Oh god, put it back up, put it back up!
All right. Let me make sure. Yeah, so the only thing that you see in here are the granite tablets that were stacked around the room, as well as his mitre.
What do the granite tablets say?
So it looks like this, now that you realize it, Barbed Devil was chiseling away at these tablets, inscribing them with infernal runes. Basically, you read infernal, right?
I understand infernal.
All right, so looking it over, it looks it's long-winded on many tablets. There are a total of 92 granite tablets stacked about the room. Basically, you don't have time to read them all, but it looks like
one by one.
Yeah, God damn it.
One tablet,
stone on the
two.
wall.
No, and then you speak with Dead to talk to Fjorn or whatever his name was to read each tablet out individually. Jesus. Basically, it looks like a manifesto in worship of Asmodeus.
Ugh.
So that's what it looks like.
We can.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so we can either have you use your spell to turn into the lady dwarf upstairs, or we can have you turn into the dwarven barb thing and be like, "Oh, I've got a tablet to show you," and maybe that
He sounds
rattles.
strangely like a kobold. Do Dwargar sound that way?
Look, everything that down there sounds like that.
It's the down under. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
No, it's true. Your voices get much higher and more annoying the shorter you are.
I see. Okay.
So besides those tablets, there's just the mitre.
Okay.
Toro goes
What's
over
a
to
mitre you?
inspect
I get 3 inspirations.
Oh.
Sorry, Tora, what did you say?
Toto wanted to just inspect the mitre and his robes because Toto saw the scorching ray bounce off of them.
So it looked like it just sort of came around him without damaging him at all. You realize his infernal background was what protected him against the flames. As soon as the mitre was removed, the robes disappeared.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Toto suggests perhaps putting on the mitre activates the illusion. I don't know. Tira, what do you think?
I don't know that putting on that hat would actually be very good if I'm trying to shift my form.
I just meant about the illusion in general.
Oh, I think I could probably carry out impersonating Grandalfa a little bit better than I probably could that thing down there.
All right. That makes sense.
So we're leaving the mitre where it is.
What is a mitre?
The hat
the
that he
Pope
was
hat.
wearing.
No, I
Oh,
took
literally.
Button gave me the hat.
Oh, you have the hat, Veltrea.
Yeah.
All right.
Didn't you say put it back on the thing? Because it was...
Yeah, I don't know where
back
this
as a
Pope hat
devil.
No,
is.
I was joking. That was just me.
This is a hat from us.
All right. Valtrea, you have one Pope hat.
I do have a Pope hat.
All right, cool. Are you
If it
wearing
seems- if it
Pope
seems
hat or are
interest-
you putting it in your bag?
I'm putting the Pope hat in my bag.
I like it. Okay. So, guys, with that, I think that's where we're going to end our session tonight. Next week, we'll begin with the ambush of this plan you have to impersonate Grandolpha and hopefully bring Xardorak to a more advantageous position. We'll hope for the best. We'll hope for the best.
I'm gonna die.
Don't forget. Thanks everyone for
I'm
watching. We
hoping
really
for the best.
appreciate it.
I believe in us.
Happy New Year. It's great to see you. Please join Steven tomorrow for some painting or games. Beer will be involved. And then we have our very first live podcast of the year on Friday at 7 p.m. So be sure to tune in for that. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.